against Martin Luther King. Okay, he did just like a lot of the black politicians did. He had us food doing certain things, but they got all the blessings. Okay, he had the people walking. I mean, he did what he was doing at that time. But when they started putting the dogs on us and he telling us not to fight back, I didn't like that.
Oh, he told the people not
Yeah,
to fight
you know
back?
they in a field of ball when they did. That's what he did. Yeah, you didn't, cause nonviolent.
I didn't know that
Yeah,
distinction, that part of the
right. And
story.
then they stick the dogs onto the people, and the people they never was mentioned. They never
Sort
was
of like,
mentioned.
here, you go hurt yourself while I stay
Well,
safe
he
over
didn't say
here.
it that way, but he's talking
Kinda
about.
sounds like it
But
to me.
I understand it means the same thing. That's what
It's
I
on
said. I
his
don't
face
play.
at
I
least,
don't
on
play
his
word
face.
games. Okay.
you're
When he walked from one state to Washington, he didn't walk all the way.
Padded path
That's all. That's what I'm saying.
amidst
That's what I'm saying. He
sincerely
didn't walk.
suffering saints.
He got a helicopter and go from town. He beat him there and all that kind of shit. I didn't like that. And when I was having dinner at my uncle's house once, we was talking about that, and I never forget that. And I said what I said about King. I think he had a child out in the wedlock, and he was being taped by the FBI and stuff like that. And I don't remember at this time what it was about.
He'd been in compromising positions. They even sent him the pictures, and they told him to kill himself. You remember that?
I don't remember all the details, but I know it's enough things about it. At this time, I kept up with politicians, what they was doing. Because, see, the civil rights, I was involved in that, sitting at the counter. That's when I left the time. I worked at a store there in high school. I washed dishes behind a fountain. They had a fountain in there.
Yeah.
And when I went back down south, first thing I did, I went there and ordered me something from that fountain because I couldn't sit there and I worked there. You understand? And I'm just, and then at the drugstore before I got married, I was working at the drugstore driving Rexall 1950 because they had a brand new 50 Ford. That was my delivery car, and I drove the car. I put my age up, and I learned to drive myself, got my license, and I delivered medicine in a car. And then that's how I started seeing how white people do things ordinary from us. It's just like when I had my business, black people come to me and say they want a job. Mister, you need somebody to work for you? I can sweep floors and mop floors. They never come in there and want to do cash register. They didn't do that back in the day. But see, I didn't. They think, and that's what I'm talking about. We always, if you think a certain way, you be that way. And I used to talk about that. How come nobody ever come in here and they say, well, I can sweep the floor, I can mop the floor, I take the garbage out. That's how the people apply for jobs in my store. And I didn't want to be like that. Because when I was working at the driving, put my age up before I got married, driving the car from Rexall drug, I had shirts, I didn't wear the pants every day. You know, down then, got a pair of overalls, and that was your pants. You like an animal. You wore the same thing every day. That's all you had, one pair. I'm just, hey. But I worked.
Like Abe Lincoln.
But I worked, and I always patted myself like toy boys. I wanted to be like them. They would come to the fountain store, the Rexall drug, we had the scooters. They back up and come in there and they deliver paper. They delivered medicine after school. And boom, I wanted to be like, I was the first second black in my community had a bicycle.
You wanted to be like the white.
Right.
Like the white people.
Right. I had my motor in my bicycle. I traded a white boy had one down in a little city called Strong, and that's why I went to school there. Anyway, he wanted a rifle. Somebody gave me a rifle, my grandfather or something, and he wanted that rifle, and I traded him a rifle for a motorbike. He had a bicycle with a motor in it. So I got it off and rode it home and didn't make it home. But I liked that. And another black guy had one. He had a store. I was spending the night with him. His father, they had a store. They had people go there and buy things. and he was my friend. He had a bicycle. His name was Ray Junior McCarthy. I want to be like Ray. He go in, rain, and take the money. His house next door, he lived in a White House. I didn't live in a pick holes in the fence. Had to put cloth in it to keep the bugs out. I'm just still saying, we was poor. I didn't want to be like that.
Yeah.
And I wasn't. And I got the hell out of there. And when I passed to the 9th grade, I got to walk about 5 miles through the woods to get to the bus stop that pick us up and take about 20 miles to school. And I didn't go to school that day. I stormed the ride to the city. That was the last day of school. I told my brother to pick up my report card. I didn't know why I passed to the 9th grade or not. But I did pass to the 9th. So 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. That's called high school when you get in the 9th grade. So I was married in the 9th grade.
Man.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
I went to school 2 years down there, thumb a ride on the road every morning on the back of a truck, a log truck. It'd be raining, I'd be wet, I had my books. But I was trying to learn something, okay? And a teacher asked me one day, she came by in a Cadillac, a black lady, and she stopped and picked me up one day. And she said, "Well, I see you out here." And I told her about I had got married and the girl was pregnant, da. But I had promised my mother I was going to finish high school because no one finished high school in my relatives like that. So she said I should write a book.
Man.
And I told her I would. And I just can't sit down that long, you know. But I went through changes to get where I am. And these other people going to tell me I don't think like that. I didn't have it. If it wasn't for wild game, we couldn't have made it. You didn't grow it, you didn't eat it. And we went hungry a lot of days. We always had something to eat because my daddy always kept some shotgun shells because he'd go hunting.
Yeah.
He gonna kill anything we eat is meat. And I didn't. And then sometimes I couldn't kill nothing. So, but I had to go and carry the
Carcass.
Yeah, in my back, and be blood on me, and then the fish, when you cut his head off, he be wiggling. I said, "Mother, don't that hurt?" No, it don't hurt him. How the hell it don't hurt him? I didn't like to clean fish, man, because you got to cut his head off. I don't like to see animal eat another animal alive. That's where God come in. Why do you got to make him suffer like that? You understand what I'm saying? He ain't got no defense. You put him out there, he ain't got. I mean, you could have made the world. It's a lot of things could have made it better if you God.
Yeah.
And so that's what I call by it. I'm not religious. I ain't into that. I'm me, myself, and I. Okay? I hope you put that down.
It's here. It's on record, sir. Yes.
Me, myself, and I. And like I said, if I see God, something I want to ask him. Why you make me different? You discriminate against me. Why don't you make me like Donald Trump? I want to be with money and smart. He's money and smart. Could be other, but it's only so much you could get. I don't care how much money. I still buy a Corvette. I like a Corvette, and that's my ultimate car. Okay, and so I know what fits my fancy. You to each his own. I'm not living for nobody's expectation, and hope you not live up to mine. By any chance we should meet, could be beautiful, but I gotta be me. Okay.
Yes, sir.